Hi, Sherry. It's Colin. I'm just going to run through some questions and just do a little video, excuse me, to answer that. You had a question about the side menu. You wanted to make that for a specific page only? Absolutely. If you're only going to use it in the certain page, I'm not sure which ones you have it in right now. I've just downloaded a copy of your site, so let's just open up a page right here. Okay. So right here we have the side menu with sub. Okay, now what you can do is you can actually go in, and we'll use this page as an example, and you can do this with any other page that you want. We'll open this page up here, and we'll also open up the library and the shared. Now there's the menu side right there. Now if we want to use a menu for a specific page and specific page only, there's two things you can actually do. You could, number one, just go into your page, and this video window is going to be really small, sorry about that. And what we're going to do here is just sort of get in here, and there's a picture of your side menu. Just sort of select it and then go to the code view to find out where it is. So it's right here. It's this code in yellow. If you do what I demonstrated, just sort of click, even though it has a circle with the X, if you just sort of click where it says side menu and then go to code, it's going to automatically select all that side menu in the page right here. And what you can do is you can replace that with a menu for this page only. And how you do that is you just make a copy of the side menu. You just do a Control C, Control V. There's the side menu copy, and you can give it a number or a name. So typically what I do is if I'm just using it for one particular page, I may just do a hyphen activities and just update like so. Okay, so now I have menu side activities LBI. Okay, and what I can actually do in my activities page, my default page here that I want that menu in, is just make some more room here. Sort of click it somewhere here to sort of select it. You can see it turns a little dark here when you do that. Flip over to code view, and when I do that, you see how the begin library item and everything else in there is selected. It's all selected or highlighted in blue. What I can actually do is just hit delete on my keyboard right away, and then hit the enter key right after that. So delete and then enter. And what that does is it gets rid of that library asset, that include page that was in there by default. And now what you can do is actually put in the new one you've created called menu side activities. So in our page right here where we have the our cursor blinking between the menu side wrapper and the closing div, we're going to open up our assets panel. All right, and we're going to go to library, and down here we're going to look for the menu side activities, the new one we just created, and we're going to just hit insert, and it's going to inject that into the page. So now when you go to your files and you open up your menu side activities page, whenever you make a change to this page, it's only going to affect the activities page that you embedded it into. And you can do that as many times as you want. You can have as many different side menus as you want and put them into as many different pages just using that little trick right there. Okay, so you're in the ticket, you're mentioning you also have the event calendar for the athletics page is set up for activities. You can take that off you can take the full calendar off the activities and athletics page, just the events of the day. Did you want us to make that update for you, or do you want me to show you how to do it? Because if you wanted to get rid of it yourself, since we're already in the activities page that I was using as an example, what you do is where we had that, remember we added that menu in here? You don't have to worry about knowing HTML or anything. All you have to do is just scroll up a little bit here, and you're going to see this come experience the Barracuda activities. I think this is what you want to remove, or you don't want anymore. So all you really need to do is just with your cursor where it says calendar whiz, calendars, and script all the way here, grab that all the way over to and including the H3, that information that I have. So starting with that H3 tag all the way down to this theme equals activities all the way over to and including that script right there, but not including this div tag here. We want to keep that there. Right, so just grab all of this like so with your mouse and hit delete on your keyboard, then it's gone. And the other one was, you had a question about you made folders for academics and then put the academics pages in that folder, and the formatting was all gone. You like to put all the department pages in a department folder, etc. But when you do that, you lose the formatting. What are you doing wrong? Well, let's see what happens here. First of all, when you first opened your site, I want to make sure that you defined the site in Dreamweaver. I'm going to send you a link on that. Just to make sure the site was correctly defined. But other than that, the only time I know of the formatting being lost is if you don't update the link. So let's create a new folder to start with, shall we? Let's go to new folder, and we're going to call it, see? Academics, can't even spell it right. Or academies. This is where I need my glasses here. All right. Okay. And let's say we take the Academies page and we drag it into the Academies folder. When I do that, it's going to ask me update links in the following files. We want to make sure we hit the update button. And then that's all it takes. Because when I open up the page here, what I'm looking for is, and it's hard to see, but whenever you have a link, there should be a // in front of the site folder, for example, right? So as you see here, it's hard to see in gray, but we have this // that basically says, hey, I'm one folder deep. Look up and then go look for these particular files and folders and things that make the website live. If I open up the About page, it won't have those // It just goes right to the site folder, right? So here's an example for the minimize.css on these two pages here. This one has a // in front of it, and the About page doesn't, because when you're in a subfolder, you basically have to tell the page that it's in a subfolder by adding a // in any of the hyperlinks that we use to the files in the site. So take a look at the pages you put in the folder and just see if it's added the, oops, the // of course, I've hit the wrong button while doing my video here. I just had to reload the page to get that back the way it was. So now you're looking for this right here in front of the site styles minimize.css just to make sure that it was updated.